We're the Millers. I'm Emily, and this is Kervin. We have two boys, Kervin and Colin, and our youngest, Colin, was diagnosed with autism.
We are the Wilsons. I'm Tim. This is Amanda. Our kids are Charlie, Kate, and Cora. We found out that Charlie was different pretty early on in his life.
We look at autism just like we would look at any other trait. He's got blonde hair, he's got blue eyes, he's autistic, he's hilarious. And so we've kind of always treated it that way. However, when you get into a social situation or when you bring him to a church setting, sometimes there are certain qualities about him that maybe other people wouldn't understand.
We've all been there where, our young ones are crying, they're acting out in the middle of service, and then everybody in the church is just looking at you, and it's like, get them out of here, and
we kind of felt like we weren't going to be able to come to church again because it was just, we didn't know what to do.
I'm Britt Hood, and I'm the special needs coordinator at Southbrook. I think what I enjoy most is, when kids start to come and they're a little bit apprehensive because it's something new, and then seeing them run to our room. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why we do this. A couple families that came to us actually had told us that they were kicked out of other churches, and collectively that broke our hearts. Like, we were just like, oh my gosh, the feeling, I think there's so much alienation already, and then to have the feeling of church, the place where you should go and be able to feel safe and loved, and they weren't. And so we wanted to make sure that we did everything we could to make sure that families had a place to come where they were loved on and they were met right where they were. I'm really proud that we offer this ministry because we are one of the very few churches in the area that has anything like this.
And so that's why coming to Southbrook and realizing that there was a place for him here where he was loved and accepted and cherished was such a blessing for our family.
He's been embraced as, autism is his superpower, and it's not misunderstood like it is so many places.
The people who help me here are very nice and they mean everything to me down here in Southbrook.
The special needs program, it was just such a blessing. It was one of the first times I felt normal.
He wasn't just being cared for, he was having the time of his life.
So the mission of Southbrook Special Needs is to come alongside the entire family. We want to make sure that the kids are loved on and cared for well, and that they can start to embrace who they are in Christ. And then we want to make sure that the parents are able to come and drop their kids off and have peace of mind that they're being well cared for while they attend the service and worship together. Over the years, I've watched God grow this ministry, and He's always provided volunteers and He's brought new families, and we're just hoping that that continues. We just want to see more families walk through the door. We want more volunteers to love on these kids, and we're just so excited to see what God does.